Tell them fuck with me. Appetizers of success. Put an app in for greatness and patience told me this well. Okay. Look for action and practice to get a hold of yourself. Yeah. Time is of the essence and every second gonna help.
What is going on, Reid Nation? How are you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on Infinity War, Avengers Infinity War that just came out Thursday. I seen it yesterday and you saw my reaction after watching it, and yes, that was my actual reaction to Avengers Infinity War. I will be doing my full review right now. Now my spoiler review, I'm thinking about either doing next week or maybe tomorrow. This is a non-spoiler review, so I won't be telling you all those details that were in the movie, because you would probably be really upset, as anybody would if somebody revealed, you know, a movie. Now, before you go see this movie, please prepare yourself for the things you will see in this movie, because anybody that goes sees this movie will not be ready to see this movie. No matter all the stuff that you read, all the trailers, all the comic books that you read, no matter what you've done, you will not be prepared for this movie, because it is none like anything I have ever seen when it comes to a superhero movie or any type of movie that I've seen in the past. Now, I'm just gonna get into, you know, some stuff that is good about the movie, and we're just gonna go from there. Now, at first, from the reaction, well, firstly, I gave this movie a 9 out of 10 because I was really upset coming out the theater. But after I realized a lot of stuff and why things happen, I gave it a 10 out of 10 because it was a really good movie. Best Marvel movie I've ever seen. That's basically 10 times better than Black Panther, just in my opinion. Everybody in the movie got their time to shine pretty much. I loved one of my favorite characters in the movie was Thor. Spider-Man. Thor and Spider-Man were really good. I loved Captain America. The beard, the hair looks phenomenal. I'm pretty much, you know, ready to see this. Ready to see the next movie. It's just, what upsets me is we have to wait a whole nother year to see another Avengers movie. But this movie will, if you're a person that has a great bit of emotions, this movie will definitely have your emotions intact. There's been times in the movie theater where I wanted to just tear up. It's a very emotional movie. Throughout the whole movie, there's no time to breathe. It's action-packed 24/7 in this movie. This movie's runtime, I think it's about 2 hours and 30 or 40 minutes. It's almost 3 hours. It's almost a 3-hour movie, which means it's the longest Marvel movie of all time, which is really cool. Make sure that you stay throughout all the credit scenes, because there's gonna be an end credit scene. So like throughout when they mention everybody's names, make sure you stay, because there is an end credit scene. That's not a spoiler. Every Marvel movie has an end credit scene. Please stay away from I wouldn't say stay away from YouTube, but stay away from parts of YouTube, because there's a lot of spoilers going out. There's a lot of issues. People are posting, you know, videos of the end credit scenes, the videos of what happens in the movie. Just stay away from it, because you have to see this for yourself. You have to experience this for yourself, because if you get spoiled, you're not gonna go in this movie. You're not gonna enjoy the movie as much as you would if not knowing it. So I stayed away, because the premiere of the movie was around Monday or Tuesday. So I made sure I stay away from all the stuff. The only thing that I got spoiled was who was in the end credit scene, but not what was in the end credit scene, just who was gonna be a part of it. Now, for the next Avengers movie, I see why they didn't give away the title, because I wouldn't have gave away the title either, because it would have showed what happens in Avengers Infinity War. All the trailers that we've seen for Avengers Infinity War, none of that stuff, pretty much none of that stuff happens in the movie. It's everything is kind of like different. if you want to say. Like none of that stuff that we saw was happening in the movie. Majority of none of that stuff happens. But let me get into a couple of characters that they really made me upset, but I pretty much really do hate Thanos. I hate him. I really hate Thanos. Just the fact that I understand his motivation, I understand his drive, I understand the reasons why he did things, but the way he did things was just like, damn. Just like, damn. I mean, he was a savage. Don't give me that. He's one of the most savagest villains I've seen in the Marvel Universe. You know, he reminds me of I can't compare him to that. But he's a savage. He's a savage. He's like, I'm not saying he doesn't care about anything, because he still had feelings, but it was more like he was a savage. He had to do it. He had to do things that he had to do to get what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? So I did respect that, but yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it's a really good movie. Spider-Man's Iron Spider suit looked off the chain. I loved it. You're gonna love it too. Who else looked really good? I loved Iron Man. Oh my gosh, Iron Man. His suit was like what's it? I don't know what they call it, blood iron, whatever, the blood suit, whatever they call it. Yeah, it looks really good. I actually went to go see this in IMAX, so everything was just right there for me. It was like outstanding. Doctor Strange was good. Only character that I wanted to shine a little bit more is T'Challa, because he got his shine, but it wasn't more of like Black Panther shine. It was kind of like he was there to help because they were in Wakanda. Now, yeah, that's pretty much it. All the fight scenes were really good. The best fight scene that the biggest fight scene that was in the movie, I won't really tell, but that fight scene, the big one that I saw, was amazing. I will be talking about that in a spoiler review, because I'm not really gonna do a spoiler review right now because the movie just came out. I'm gonna wait till like probably maybe tomorrow to do a spoiler review. But overall, this movie has got a 10 out of 10 for me. I'm thinking if anything I missed. The Thanos' look for a CGI character looked so realistic. Like, he looked so realistic. His head, and when the close-ups on his head and his face, like, it looked like Thanos was a real person. The Infinity Gauntlet looked very good too. Now, there's a lot of surprises in this movie that I will not mention, but there's a lot of surprises there. You're gonna have you're gonna be like, ooh, and then you're gonna have like, it's a lot. You're gonna have a whole bunch of emotions. It's not gonna be like you're gonna have like one straight of you would think that you would go through this movie and be like, oh, you'll be all right, but you're not ready. You're not ready, and you're not prepared for what you're gonna see. You're gonna go through this movie, your mind's gonna be so bipolar. Like, after watching the movie yesterday, I could not get my mind off it. I still can't. It was upsetting, and there was one scene that made me almost ball up and cry, which I can't mention, but I know a lot of spoiler reviews have mentioned it, but I will be mentioning it hopefully tomorrow if I do my spoiler review. But make sure you go check out everybody else's review as well, because a lot of people got good reviews on this. It's a very very good movie. I just can't wait to get on Blu-ray, because I'm gonna sit here and watch it and enjoy it, because it's just incredible movie. You would think that how would they get all these characters together and how would they all work together, but they did it. They did it in a fashion that it wasn't crap. Like, DC's had a problem with putting all characters in a movie and showing their backgrounds and doing it all together, aka Justice League, because that didn't work out. Everybody didn't get their shine, and it was just a cluster. That's an example of how not to use your characters, and I won't mention it, but there was literally so many characters in this movie, and they got it spot on. It was good. Infinity War was great. Make sure you go check it out. If you haven't, go get your tickets or go see it next week, because I'm pretty much sure that if you don't see it on time, you will be spoiled by somebody around you, because this movie is one that I would never forget. I just hate that we have to wait another year for, you know, another movie, for another Avengers movie, but we still got a lot of movies coming out this year. We got Deadpool, we got Venom, X-Men, and we got Star Wars. So I mean, we still got a lot of movies coming out this year that can distract us from this, so we should be okay, because I believe maybe Avengers Infinity War might come out next year in May, because the way they set it up, they recorded Avengers 4 while they was recording Infinity War, kind of like when they were recording Civil War, they were recording Homecoming while they were recording Ant-Man. Like, they record all of them together, so it builds in with, you know, what's going on, which makes perfect sense. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 20,000 subscribers. We're very close. We're about to hit 17,000. So I really do appreciate every single one of you guys for coming through and enjoying my videos. And yeah, see you guys next video post. Renation out. One love, peace. Catch you later. Stay blessed.